So we're finally gonna be putting the front tube on the pink 240 and some other things, but you'll find out though. Hey everyone, good morning. It is 9 o'clock a.m. right now and Saturday, and that's really important because we're actually going to get my car front tube today. We were scheduled for tomorrow, but Ross had everything done yesterday, so he was like, yo, come over. I'm like, down, but I'm not ready. I was originally going to get everything ready today and for tomorrow, but since now we're doing it today, we're speeding everything up. So we're actually here picking up my trailer. And as you guys see, here is the old Chevy. She's just been chilling here. So this tire always leaks air, you know? So I'm like, not really surprised. But then as I come over here, bro, that tire is completely flat. It's going to be one of those days, guys. It's going to be one of those days. And yes, obviously it's also snowing. Oh, so perfect to move a car with. Thankfully, I have a spare tire here. I'm gonna try to air it up first, see if like we could get away with it. And if it's like a small leak, because this thing's been sitting here for a really long time. Okay, so she is holding air, and my air pump is on its like last life right now on the battery. So we gotta hurry up and do this. Well, thankfully this one's not gonna be too bad. Yeah, give me 35, come on. Come on, you got this. You know, it was crazy. I used to daily drive this thing here. Okay. Come on, girl. Start for me, please. Yes! That's my girl. Okay. Let's see if we could just move her into gear. Just kind of get her out of the way. Got some interesting ideas what I'm going to be doing with her, but for now, that will be for a totally different video. All right, Vanna, let's hook up. All right, that was a lot easier than I thought. I mean, we just had to do a couple tries. Also, so even though it's snowing, it doesn't really feel that cold, thankfully, because that would honestly add more stress to this whole thing. I'm definitely gonna monitor this tire, so when we get to our next location, if this thing's like dramatically flat, then I'll just change it out because no need to do a whole tire blowout situation. Also checked my trailer back here, and this is new. I don't remember putting this many this many nuts to hold the bolt down. Usually we have it like something like this, something really crude. You know, in these type of situations, I'm so grateful I have Vanna, and she's like running properly and everything. With my truck still being down, and we're definitely going to be changing the transmission soon. She does not sound happy at all. Oh, I think that's it. She giving me only 20 pounds. I'll take it. I'll take 20 pounds. I'll take anything right now. So, you know the pin that goes through here? I know I left it here the last time, so I'm like checking through all the snow. It's gone. Don't worry. This is why I'm the type to always keep spares. Haha. Spare pin. And look at that, we're good to go. All right, now we got that done. Time to go grab the 240. Dude, this is so exciting. So far, everything is like working okay. Hey everyone, so we are now at Ross's shop here at R&D Performance. Here, hi RJ. Do you guys remember earlier I told you there was this thing might have a leak? Bingo! Right there, there's the nail. But she's still holding. I didn't record me loading this thing because like I just wanted to get on the road. But dude, this thing, you could push it with your finger. Like that's how light this thing was. This was the most easiest car I moved ever in my life. The only issue I had was obviously like going in on the on-ramp. It's, you know, still a heavy car. Thankfully, the battery from the old Mercedes, that was like a terrible battery, had enough power to use the winch. And it was so slow. Like, honestly, there's so many things that could have gone wrong. But thankfully, everything worked out. We got a really cool surprise later, depending on how everything goes. We're gonna try to knock out a lot of stuff tonight, but what we're gonna do now is unload this car, bring it inside, and then the first thing we're gonna tackle is obviously like the front tube. So, but dude, look at that. So you guys didn't see it earlier, but yeah, I got a used rack. I know I had something that's like already stripped. I just threw whatever parts in there just to kind of get it going. She's a roller, bro. And guys, when I say you can move this with your finger, you really can. All right, maybe a finger might be a stretch, but like a thumb, like look at that. Like I could move this thing so easily. Bro, that was so much fun. Okay, there's something I do have to confess. You know how originally, before the whole body panels for this car, I wanted to run the car like this? It does look a little bit funny. Like, not even just like with the wheels, just like, it just looks really weird. So I'm really glad that we're putting the body panels back on, making this look very pretty. But I'm only doing that is because that car originally came with it. So while Ross was waiting on me, he was just working on RJ's car, doing some welding. Wow, so pretty. Hey, look, she's back. All right. Whoa. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look how shiny. Dude, this is like probably the most nicest fabrication stuff I've ever gotten, actually. We got hardware. It's like Christmas all over again. We got stickers. Oh yeah, we're definitely gotta paint this. Not leave it up to rust. So we have all the parts laid out, and Ross just told me that before we weld anything, we're actually gonna bolt everything up to the car just to make sure the fitment looks really nice. Then, once we know we have everything where it needs to be, we're gonna tack everything, unbolt all the parts, and then that's when we do the complete seal. But before we do any of that, we need to dry the pink 240 because it's all wet.
We have to cut this flat here so we can at least get it to sit like this, and then we can poke little Sharpie holes in here so we can drill out the holes perfect, and then it'll just slide into place and hold itself from the back of these. So then when we tack it, after everything is bolted together, nothing should move and it should fit perfect.
So we could do more cutting.
Yeah, always more cutting.
Oh, here we go.
So we gotta mark inside the hole so we know where to drill it out.
Yeah. It's really nice to have someone who kind of knows what to do, right? Yeah, this is, as you guys can tell, this is not my field.
Good thing the car's painted, so now when I scratch it, I can kind of see that one, that one. Shave this flat so it looks a little nicer.
It's always gotta make it look nice.
That's the reason why I took the car apart, is for it to look nice. And like, when I was gonna redo it, just because it wasn't as nice as I wanted it to be. So now that I'm working on it again, I'm gonna make it be as nice as I can make it.
All right, now what I'm doing is, since we actually have to cut this OEM radiator support, we need to unbolt the power brace. Thankfully, I only have a couple bolts here. Okay, done. Got it. Ugh. Already scratching this thing. So this is, Ross was telling me this is gonna be the most time consuming, but what he's gonna try to do is actually save the cross support. He's gonna take it off like it was factory. Oh baby. Wow. Look at that. It's still intact, like factory. He didn't hack it.
Reusable.
That is 100.
And it has the factory radiator mounts.
That is a professional right there. He's a professional.
So we have two options here for this.
Okay.
One, we try and get it to where we can just get it to clip in. Or two, we mark the height of these and we just slot this whole thing so it just slides all the way on. I think we should cut this off now.
Okay.
Because it feels like it's kind of fighting us up top.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we'll cut this back and then we'll mark these, we'll slot them, the top and the sides, so then this just slides right over the front.
Okay, cool. Wow. Fancy.
Okay, now I need a Sharpie so I can mark where we're gonna notch it.
We made well, when I say we, Ross made so much progress, and now I'm gonna be, now we're gonna be eating because it's like, we haven't ate, and RJ got us good old McDonald's. Is that McDonald's? Oh, dude. Now that is a meal.
No.
Ooh, wow. So we got the first one mocked up. He's upset that he cut a little bit too far and there's like this hole here.
So sad. I remember this sliding all the way in on the old kits, and I guess it doesn't on the newer ones for the 14.
I don't. He says he's worried about this little hole, but then there's this giant hole. There's a giant cut off right here.
That was for intercooler parts.
Dude, I'm not worried about it. But Ross, he loves building it to make it look really nice, which I really appreciate someone like that working on the Pink 240. This is always an important lesson to always mock up your stuff, guys. Always mock up.
Hand me that Sharpie.
Yeah, beautiful. So now that Ross had everything mocked up and we have everything prepped, it's time to clean everything because without a clean surface, the welds are not gonna turn out that good. This is so pretty. This thing is beautiful. I'm so in love with this front tube. Look at this. Wow, it's just such a shame to cover this thing up. This looks like, dude, this thing is so pretty. So guys, while Ross is gonna be welding all the plates, me and RJ, we're gonna go to the parts store. Yay! We're gonna be getting bolts for the body. Welcome to Home Depot. Not sponsored. Go shopping, RJ?
Guess so.
I was thinking, like, is there a box full of these things, maybe? No?
Probably.
Well, they don't have, those big boxes, so we're just taking 30. Hey, we got everything we need. And look at that. And guys, thanks to my buddy Ross, we finally got the front tube on the Pink 240. I can't wait to start, like, oh dude, it's yes, I will. Can't wait to paint it. I will. I won't make the same mistake I did with the FDM.
Thank you.
Hey guys, look, I have the previous owner putting back his own door that still has his name on it. Look, we're making it like a pro car again. It's like Legos. You know, you just gotta put some bolts on and good to go. Because this was a pro car, all the body panels and all, like, the over fenders, for example, they're all bolted on by these little bolt holes right here. So since this came off the car, everything fits in like it's supposed to. Obviously this trunk is missing, don't worry, I'm gonna fix all this. The back here is held on by zip ties, but I'll be honest with you, this actually is a lot more sturdier than I thought, even with part of the fiberglass missing. I am gonna be putting a rear tube to brace everything and obviously mount the fuel cell where it used to be. So there's still a lot of work back here, but I'm very impressed of how sturdy it is. And he has the trunk, so this is gonna be all complete. You wouldn't know that it has nothing here. Ross, if you guys see right there, we went to Home Depot, right, to go buy bolts for this thing. Ross found his old bag, literally.
Just for the doors, though.
Oh, just for the doors. Unfortunately though, we won't be able to put the hood on because there's still no mountings for the front, and the bumper won't fit on because there's no mounting positions. But we should be able to mount the fenders. If not, I mean, the front end still needs a little work, but we can at least get majority of the stuff in here. We also got wonderful RJ. He's putting the other door now. And guys, guess what? We got windows. These are for, this is the rear, that's also for the rear. Guys, look, it's got the FD brake light on it. Dirty 13? I don't even want to know what that means. Oh. And everyone, look, it looks just like Ross's old car. Kind of, other than the weird gap in the wheels and the front bumper is not even on. Dude, look, Ross, does this have warm feelings?
Things are rough.
Seeing your old car kind of put back together?
Yeah, it just needs to be not stock height and not little baby wheels.
Oh yeah, you don't like that, huh?
Hey Fitment, send Cho the same wheels I had on the car because they look great on it.
So we got the new front tube installed. We got some of the body panels on. We did a lot of work today. Still got a lot more work to do, but for now, dude, today was a great day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stand right there, right there, right there. Okay, stand, sit. Okay. All right, you ready? Okay, ready? Okay. So unfortunately, we can't put the front bumper on because we don't have any mounts, but I do want to flex that this is a KTV. Grab his shoes, grab his shoes!